Thank you. What's up, Nashville? How you doing tonight? Yeah, that's what's up. A little bit about me right up front. I found out I was a grandfather when I turned 36 years old. Was not my reaction, man, when I found out. I had a son at a very young age, and he returned the favor by giving me a granddaughter when he turned 16, because my family likes to reproduce like we're on the Oregon Trail. We're losing people to typhoid, apparently. We got to get to making new folks for this journey westward. So thanks to my son's brilliant discretion, I became a 36-year-old peepaw trying to make it in stand-up comedy. I don't know how much you guys know about showbiz, but I'll let you in on a little secret. That is a small, small window of relatability. And it hurt, you know, to find out I was a grandpa, because I don't feel like I look the part. I don't fit the mold. I don't look like a grandpa. I do somehow simultaneously look like the bad guy from Karate Kid and Biff from Back to the Future. And nobody wants that guy picking them up from their piano recital. But it hurt my ego more than anything to find out I was a grandpa in my 30s, because I still feel cool. And we all can agree, grandpas ain't typically cool. But I can tell you this, I don't care how cool you think you are, when you hold your firstborn grandchild in your arms and she fits in the palm of your hand, and you hold her up against your chest for the first time and you feel her little heartbeat against your big heartbeat, and she smiles at you for the first time in history, I don't care how cool you think you are, something in your heart changes in an instant. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's true. Like Fox News has been making a lot of sense to me lately. I started working out with my jeans on, which is very bizarre. It's extremely hot. I don't recommend it. Been accusing all the neighborhood kids of stealing gas out of my garage. I don't even have a garage, guys. I live in a third-floor walk-up apartment. Got my eye on a pair of New Balance 880s, white on white. Yeah, this guy knows what I'm talking about. The white ones with the blue end. They're tight. They're tight. We all know. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I'm a peepaw, for crying out loud. I'm on a fixed income. Finding out you're a grandpa in your 30s does change stuff, whether you like it or not, though. Like, I was single when I found out. That's weird. Nobody wants to meet Pop's girlfriend at Thanksgiving. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you bury that lead in an online dating profile? You're like, I'm looking for somebody that loves to laugh, loves to travel, wants to be called Meemaw for the rest of her natural life. Well, luckily, I am dating somebody, you know, and she's great. I love hanging out with her, but she doesn't have any kids of her own. And I was a young dad. I messed that up. I feel like I can crush this young grandpa thing. But I got to focus on being a grandpa, which means no more kids. And I brought this no more kids up at our last pitch meeting. Didn't go well. She said, I feel like you're being overreactive and narcissistic to finding out that you're a grandpa in your 30s, and I can't think of a single reason a man your age could swear off having kids. And I said, well, I can tell you why I don't want to have kids. And I can sum it up for you in a single sentence that I never, ever, ever want to say to my granddaughter. Can you hold your uncle for a minute? Because he's being super fussy right now. I'm just trying to finish this golf tee game at Cracker Barrel, figure out if I'm a daggum genius or not. Okay? Cracker Barrel folks on this side of the room, that joke was for you. You guys never play the golf tee game at Cracker Barrel over here? It'll mess with your self-esteem real quick, won't it? I had 8 pegs left over. I'm like, I think I have to get checked into a home. I'm not sure how this works. I am legally an ignoramus, and that is not... I do want to get it right, though, being a grandpa, you know. But I'm the prototype. I'm the first man on the moon for my generation, what grandpas will be. I need a role model. It's hard to find. I don't really have a peer group. Do you know what I mean? And if I do have a peer group, they're probably on Maury Povich, and I don't want their opinion anyway. So I've been putting myself out there, trying to mingle with other single grandpas. I've been hanging out at Denny's in the middle of the afternoon, walking around buck naked in YMCA locker rooms. Yeah, just giving advice to people whether they ask for it or not. drinking coffee at every major hardware store chain. Did you guys know there are packs of roving grandpas in every Home Depot in the United States of America? Do you know that? You know why you can't find anyone at Home Depot? Because they're talking to your grandpa, that's why. Just riding around unsupervised on rascal scooters all day long. You know how I found out? I almost got into one of these little geriatric biker gangs. And their leader copped a pretty bad attitude with me. He came rolling up all cool, you know, on his 2016 hover round Softail. Gang colors all over his sweater vest. Werther's Originals just falling out the pocket. One hand on the handlebars. He looks at me up and down. He's like, "You think you've got what it takes to be one of the granddads? You don't smell like ointment to me, boy. Why don't you hop on the back of my hog and I'll roll you down to lumber and see if you can even pick out a good white pine to build a birdhouse with." I was like, "You know what? Not cool, Dad, okay? You're wearing a diaper, man. You don't get to talk to me like that. You told me you needed a ride here. I thought you needed Gorilla Glue. I didn't know I was getting Sons of the Elderly when I got here." Being a grandpa has moved my life forward. It's got me freaking out about my life moving and fast forward too. So I've been trying to do bucket list stuff. I tried to go skydiving recently. We got any skydivers in the house? A couple liars up front, cool. I say I tried to go skydiving. My friend got married. I hooked it up. His bachelor party. I called the skydiving school. 10 dudes going to jump out of a plane and have a bonding experience. But as I'm getting off the phone with the skydiving school, they tried to pull some sneaky stuff on the back end of the phone call. They were like, "Can't wait to see you on Saturday. Oh, by the way, make sure no one in your party weighs more than 220 pounds. Side note, I ain't clocked in at 220 since the 7th grade." So to recap that story real quick for all of you people of where I'm at in my personal development, I recently found out that I'm too fat to fall from the sky. That's a difficult thing to find out about yourself over the phone. So I got a little righteously indignant with this dude, justifiably so. I was like, 220 seems like an arbitrary number, dog. You just pull that out of thin air? He goes, "No. Actually, for you to jump, you have to jump tethered to an instructor. And for 2 people to jump with 1 parachute, 220 is the max weight we've deemed to be safe," which was a pretty good answer, but it still hurt my feelings. I was like, "I don't want to tell you how to run your business here, pal. But half of America's obese. You telling me that you haven't developed some kind of Mad Max Thunderdome package where I could jump out of this plane Master Blaster style with a little person strapped to my back? Perhaps a jockey or a proficient child. We can hit the ground running. He can ride me like an Arkansas Razorback. I don't really care. I just want to party like a normal-sized person." Guys, I'm Rafe Williams. You've been fantastic. Thank you so much.